Alright, hey, what's up guys? DJ Mama here. Let's start off with a weird tier list today. So after finishing Prague season or Prague DM era, so let's say that, we're gonna go over all the DM era sets. So it's certainly an era for set releases because Yu-Gi-Oh didn't know what they wanted to do really with this the game so far. Um, But let's see where we have to start. So starting with LOB, I think LOB is kind of rough. So LOB is brings us what? Blue Eyes, Exodia, Dark Magician. There's some very good spells in here that do last the game a long time. Monster Reborn at Ultra, Pot of Greed at Rare. Fisher's pretty good for a decently long time. And then Super Maneater Bug I think may have gotten hit on the ban list at one point. Darkhold very good, Swords very good. Obviously Regeki insane, and Trap Hole becomes only power crept when Bottomless Trap Hole comes out. So that's crazy. Also Polymerization comes in. The commons sadly boil down to pulling Skull Redbird and Urabi, which makes the format terrible. I'll be honest with you. um, The field spells are nice. That's about it. The format is not fun to play. Blue Eyes White Dragon format. It's so rough. I'll just say that. Oh my. Uh, Next up, Metal Raiders. This brings us Critter. Critter format, which is Sangan and Witch. Uh, which is decently better. I mean, you get like I think you don't get the recruiters in this set. I think you get them next set, which is Magic Ruler. But yes, you get the Stardust of Witch, Sangan Critter, and Magician of Faith, which is not terrible. Uh, oh my gosh. But yeah, it's not really all that good. Meta Raiders, not my favorite really. I'll just say that. Next up, we have Magic Ruler. Now, if you thought LOB had power spells, oh baby, this this set had even better power spells. Now, also the set we had to change Magic Ruler to Spell Ruler because of our weird way we called spell cards magic cards, and we called this set Magic Ruler, and we had to change it to Spell Ruler. Yada yada yada. So after Magic Ruler, in comes the recruiters, obviously Tomato, Shining Angel, UFO Turtle, and Mystic Tomato and Mother Grizzly. Very nice. Trunade, Painful Choice gets added. And some weird equip stuff. Snatch Steal. Oh, the hand rip cards are also here. So spell after spell after spell. I think it's a little bit better than Metal Raiders because of some of the lower rarity stuff. A common is kind of whack, but we do get the first rituals, which is always a good point to me. But yeah, it's a little weird. Uh, but yeah, the spells are what really do carry it, and I will put it up because of how good the spells and how good uh, the recruiters always will end up being and adding to progression. Sometimes it's like, I just have these bad fire cards, but then you get UFO Turtle. It's like, I can just play around that. That's crazy. Next up, Pharaoh's Servant. I'm not gonna lie, I think Pharaoh's Servant is actually pretty good in Prague. This set is really nice to open. Obviously, the two big cards, Jinzo and Imperial Order, are here as big FUs to the format, but we also have things at higher rarity like Premature Burial and Call of Haunted, so more revival after Monster Reborn. Thousand Dice Restrict gets introduced, and then you have great removal with Nobleman of Crossout. Dose Tornado being a little high rarity with supers, but it's not too terrible. But then you have things like Gravity Bind, you have Noble Extermination, which is not too bad. Michizure and Magic Drain will see some play in lower prog lists. And but going over commons, Cold Wave, insane. Light of Intermission can see some has seen some play against I think Shadal in like Shadal format. Uh, Mostly Cold Wave at common. But there are some other 1800 beaters if you didn't pick up like Sovereign Colored Fish in a previous set. Also, 4-star Ladybug of Doom. Not terrible. Actually, I have to probably bring it down below Magic Ruler. The set's shakes up Prague, but if you only pull high rarity, which is more like Magic Ruler, but I think you can plus more off Magic Ruler even playing lower supers. Uh, let's see, Labyrinth of a Nightmare. Let's see what the LON. I need to remind myself, even though I literally played this set. So LON, Kaiku, very good at Super Jar of Greed. As is Revival Jam. The Ultras are kind of rough. Actually, it has Torrential Tribute, which is immediately game warping. I'm ranking these on how game warping they are, and how fun it is to play. So, Match Ruler is obviously very game warping, but it's definitely not fun to play. So it will bring it down a bit. Uh, Secret Rares, Magic Cylinders, obviously a big play around. Oh, and this is where we get the Spirit guys, which kind of matter. Some of them are decent. Zumbira is a big dude. At common, you get some weird floodgates. LON actually might go down below these guys. Actually, maybe a little bit better. No, it's not as good as Metal Raiders when you get Witch Sangan. Only if you get to pull Witch Sangan. Little rough, but it's not terrible. I'm just gonna put it in B because I think that's where you have to put it. Legacy of Darkness. LOD. Where are we putting LOD? So LOD. Oh god, the big spirit monsters. You have Mata Dragon, Hinokage Suichi in last turn to get it in this set, as does Fiber Jar, annoying. We have Smoke Grenade if you want to do that. Oh, super rares, get more fusions for like Magical Scientist or Metamorphosis targets. Rhoda's here, Ashura Priest. Then we have Injection Fairy Lily, Yada, Bottomless, Royal Oppression at rare. The commons are weird. Legendary Ocean's kind of funny. Obviously, Stamping Destruction, Super Rejuve. You get like the weird archetype things. Some Mochis in this set. It's kind of it's kind of low mid, maybe above LOB. That's about it. You get some stuff, but it's like really flooded with the bad spirit monsters. So let's just leave it at that. Next up, Pharaonic Guardian. I think this one's actually going to be a good one. I think this is the introduction of Gravekeepers. At Ultra, nothing really to talk home about. Maybe Nightmare Wheel, that's about it. At Rare, Spirit Reaper, Pyramid Turtle. Yeah, this set's crazy. So we have that. Book of Moon, insane. Reckless Greed, also good. King Tiger Winghu. There's a lot of decent rares right here. You get things like Ordeal of the Traveler, Dark Dust Spirit, Super. You got Mirage of Nightmare, Book of Life, and Necro Valley. And then secret to get Lava Golem, Ring of Destruction. And then commons aren't anything to slap because you get the Gravekeeper package. You get the Pac-Man stuff. Reasoning in this set, Terraforming. Yeah, this set's a banger. Regeki Break also in this set, so as is Dust Shoot. So I think Pharaonic Guardian, one of the best prog shakeups and sets really to play. It's not terrible. Dark Crisis. Where are we sitting on Dark Crisis, really? Oh, sorry. Oh, there's a little pause right there. So Dark Crisis, bringing in DD Warrior Lady, very big. The Alma stuff is now available to us. Short printed. Oh, Geometry. Oh, this is Panda Burn set, which is, for me, here. But, at Rare, Sook, Skill Drain. So Skill Drain Turbo might be a thing, but you don't have the good Skill Drain targets just yet. Gyakugiri Panda, obviously I got a lot of mileage out of that. But other than that, the Guardian stuff is really rough. Saku is probably what's going to carry this one. Probably just B. I was going to say maybe low A, but it's kind of a B, really. Not really anything to write home on. Next up, after Dark Crisis is Invasion of Chaos. Not this. Wait, when did we get Magician's Force? Did I skip over it? I did accidentally skip over Magician's Force, so let's just go over that. Whoopsie, almost forgot. We didn't order these correctly. Or I didn't order these correctly. Oops. So Magician's Force. Ultra rares. Kind of lacking. Swordswoman. The only good Ultra is obviously Breaker, which does matter a lot because he flip flopped on the ban list sometimes during early era. At rare we got Apprentice Magician, Desk Koala. We have that's about it for rares, honestly. The secrets are so bad. Super rares though, we have Tribe Infecting Virus, Commons, Secret Barrel, obviously nice. The Amazon stuff is crazy, but Magical Scientist is a huge, huge shakeup. Because I think Scientist FTK is probably legal around this time. You could finally make it with like all those Empress Judge and those bad like level 6 vanilla fusions. Rivalry is also in this set. It's a decent set. I'm not gonna lie. Wave motion cannon, poison the old man, Kaiser. It's not probably that enjoyable, but you do get some more things to do with like Apprentice, Old Vindictive, obviously, and Magical Scientist. So it's not terrible. Obviously, pulling secrets in this set is pretty bad. IOC. We don't need to talk about IOC. IOC is such a big shakeup from low rarity to high. Oh, this set is insane for Prog if you pulled crazy, and if you pulled bad, it'll show for a while because Chaos is playable from like 2004 to like 2010 even, depending on the ban list really. Chaos does have its place, so I had to put it up here for sure. Next up, Ancient Sanctuary. Alright, Ancient Sanctuary. You know, after IOC, you have a lot to follow up with. You do start Weishick pretty well at Ultra Rare with Enemy Controller, and then that's the only good pretty Ultra, honestly. Rares, you get the Agent stuff, the Venus, Sanctuary in the Sky stuff, Draining Shield. Very funny, I didn't really even use that card. Night Assailant, Priorata is actually okay. It's not terrible so far. Level limit's abysmal, but yeah, it's alright. The super rares. Oh, our first Monarch comes in Zaborg. So the start of Monarch. The secret rares. End of Anubis has seen some fringe playables. Jujitsu Master is great. Solar Flare is abysmal, hurtful. And then, oh my gosh, right. This set is built around like Law of the Normal and like level 2, so it's really a rough set. There's only a few decent cards in it, but it's not as bad as LB. Might be actually almost in the same category. Are you that way? Next up, Soul of the Duelist. So after playing that, back up. Soul of the Duelist. Oh gosh, the level monsters have come in. So now we have Horus. We have ultimate rares, by the way. Horus, Armed Dragon, Mobius, Mystic Swordsman, because, you know, face down monsters do a thing. Dark Mimic stuff's kind of nice, as is Sasuke. Mind Crush, we're waiting still for the Mind Crush ruling stuff. Looking pretty decent so far. Armed Dragons, yeah, the Mimics. It's a little on the mess side. Not really ordered, but I think this is still looking pretty good. So, Soul of the Duelist, I think it's okay. Just okay, really. Next up, Rise of Destiny, second to last set. Creator, Dekoichi, Machine Dupe, which will be abused later. Divine Wrath, pretty nice. Thessalos, our third Monarch, is pretty good as well. Although Harpies come in, Harpies are fun. Raging Flames, right, I tried to make it happen. I don't think it really did. It's a kind of lacking set, but it's not terrible. We're just going to put it right there. I don't think it's that fun or that impactful. It's just kind of alright. Obviously, Hunting Ground is probably what's going to do it if you have the Egotist, which is not impossible to have, but it's not too bad. And then, finally, let me just do that. One sec. We'll go into Flaming Eternity. So Flaming Eternity. There it is. Okay. Fet. Obviously, Sacred Finger's Nexus is a decent card. It just doesn't really do a lot. Lightning Vortex, very big. Gallon Dragon is kind of a fun Metamorphosis target, but Phoenix Wing Wind Blast is kind of the big sell of the set at rare. Yeah, it's like the best rare by far. Chiron the Mage could be kind of funny as a Swords of Concealing Light. Ultras or whatever. Commons, we have the 2 Tribute guys. We have more Pac-Man stuff with Golem Sentry. Mechadog Marin Cassine's Play and Burn. Release Restraint to summon Gaia, the released Threatening Roar. Pretty decent. Good Goblin Housekeeping could be very good if we still had Painful Choice, but you shouldn't have it at this point. But the big sell is Rescue Cat. Pre-errata Rescue Cat, pretty good. Not too terrible. But yeah, I think it belongs here in A. So yeah, these were ranked for how impactful they are and how fun they are. That's why Magic Ruler is a little low. It is going to be very impactful, but it's not going to be very fun. These two sets are very impactful, can be very fun, because what they add from not only low but to also the high rarity. Uh, yeah, I think these are all pretty decent. So Pharaonic Guardian and Invasion of Chaos very good for prog and progression style servers. Magic Ruler, Pharaoh's Servant, Magician's Force, and Flaming Eternity probably next. B, we have Dark Crisis, Metal Raiders, Labyrinth of Nightmare, and Soul of the Duelist. And then you have Rise of Destiny, uh, Legacy of Darkness, Ancient Sanctuary, and Blue Eyes LOB, Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon, coming up at C. All right, well, hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. We'll be doing GX soon. Can't wait for that. Bye.